All right, welcome into Talkin Baseball from Double T 97.3. It's me, Jamie Lent and Mike Gustafson, talking a little Red Raider baseball. Today we preview the shortstops. Gus, it seems for the last few years we've had veteran shortstops for the Red Raiders. Kurt Wilson was in there last year. Not going to be the case this year. Looks like it's going to be a young guy.
Yeah, and it really legit feels like the top four candidates are shortstops. So. And really basing all of that on what we saw through fall ball and certainly what we're seeing in the scrimmages right now. Will Burns is a guy that's gotten a lot of conversation recently because he wasn't here in the fall. He was playing quarterback for his high school in California. Transferred, and I don't say transferred in, but I guess enrolled early. Yeah, enrolled early. Yeah, should be lining up a prom date. Instead, he's worried about playing Gonzaga in a couple weeks. But good looking player. Coach Tadlock referenced him at the first pitch luncheon last week is, basically by trying to get him in January, they were trying to beat 32 Major League Baseball teams, which is his way of telling you he was going to be drafted.
Sure.
Another young guy, Tracer Lopez, a lot smaller, dynamic, little guy. He can really play kind of fast twitch. And then you go to Cade McGarr and Travis Sanders. Both of those guys are outstanding looking young shortstops. McGarr's actually been two-way player in it, pitching some on Sundays in these scrimmages, and Travis Sanders, he was just drafted last June out of high school.
In the 14th round.
Yeah,
So it's really a talented guy.
Now, what I would say about him is he's been working a lot more at third than short, Travis has.
Yes.
And so Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so it's really like a lot of these position previews you and I are going to do. I don't know who's going to play, and I've never seen it like this. I've been watching this stuff for a long time, and it feels like there's an embarrassment of riches.
Well, that's a good thing. And like you mentioned with Sanders, he could play third. McGarr, you've seen him play a lot of second as well. So I think there's a chance you see these guys on the field together, obviously not always playing shortstop, but maybe playing somewhere else.
I think the second base position may hinge a little bit off of shortstop, just in the sense that, Coach Tadlock might go offensive with a Ty Coleman or Green, good-looking switch-hitting JUCO hitter. But if he wants to go really athletic and defensive, it could be Burns at short and Lopez at second. And so I think this isn't going to be settled for a long time, but there's a lot of good options.
Well, and like we talked about with other positions, a lot of good depth. Yeah. That's a positive thing. All right, thanks, Gus.